Okay, now let's make the album for inside the stand box, and I have here a few elements. I'm going to be using again leftover paper, okay, and chipboard. So we need two pieces that measure 5 3/4 by 4 3/4, and one piece that measure 2 1/8. Let me double check. Yes, 2 1/8 by 4 3/4, and this is going to be my spine, and I'm going to cover with fox leather the spine. So let's start with this, and I have these beautiful papers for the front cover and back cover. This is Patterns and Solids, and this is the one that has the cards, and leftover black cardstock to make everything of this. Okay, so let's start by sticking this, and I'm going to show you fast forwarding this. I am going to cut here a little bit as well. So let's add this way. I am going to cut this excess. Okay, I already covered this, but I didn't stick the flaps because this is going to be my front and this is going to be my back. First, we need to attach these pieces in here and here, and I am not going to come to the very edge. Okay, let me show you with the glue. Of course, I am just going to add my glue to here, something like this. Because I want to be able to do this, you see, but maybe a little bit more. I know here is not quite easy to see because it is black, but what we need to be sure it's that we can see it here. Okay. And we need to check if we can put both flaps now here. Going to let this dry and then I will repeat this. Remember, we have a direction of the paper here, so be careful when you attach it. Okay, I put some weight on top of here because I want to be sure this is completely stick, and this is the moment to do it. Okay, now we are going to decorate here because on the stand we have this color, so I use the fox leather because it doesn't break. Okay, but I have here already wrapped. Oh, my hands. And this piece of chipboard, it's the same craft chipboard, measure 2 1/8 by 4 5/16. Instead of the 4 3/8, it's 4 5/16. And you need to mark here perfectly, especially the long sides. Let me explain you why. I did it exactly in the same way here and here and in the bottom and in the top because this fits just perfect here, but I want this piece here to decorate, and it's going to match with this side. Now, because it fits exactly, let me remove this to one side. First, remember, you need to crease perfectly here and here. To pull this in and out, first I'm going to stick this on place, and we need to be sure it is completely stick, so take your time to let it dry because I am going to use one of the handle things. I don't remember the name, but I will show you in a moment, from Graphic 45, and that's really pretty. I love them so much. So first, let's attach this. And let's see. Yes, it is perfectly aligned. Now we need to remove the excess glue that we can pick here. I'm going to attach this here with some of the, these are Tim Holtz, they are long legs, so that's why I'm going to use this, because I wanted to go through the two pieces. Okay, but first it's important that this is completely dry, and I want to add something here to embellish it, something that I can use Probably this one. Yes, I'm going to use this one. And definitely we need to wait until this is completely dry. And I'm going to use another piece for the opposite side, okay? Okay, I think this is dried. I can see here it is a stick. So we can add this piece here and just try to center it. Now we are going to make the spine thing to put inside. And I have this piece of black cardstock that measures 6.5 by not 4.25, a little bit less than 4.25, because that's the height of the sheets. So I cut it a little bit shorter because it's going to be easier to attach it there. Now, how are we going to score? Let me tell you. You can see here I have a cross and nothing here. I hope you can see it here. 1 1 cross, 2 2 cross, 3 3, and here and here. Now in here it's a cross as well. The extreme flaps are going to be the pieces they attach this to the album. So this measure 5/8 of an inch. First scoring line, it's at 5/8. The second, it's at 1.25. Then you score 1 3/4, 2.25, 2 3/4, 3.25, 3 3/4, 4.25, 4 3/4, 5.25, 5 7/8, and you cut at 6.5. Okay, so in this way we have 5/8, 5/8, half, 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 5/8 and 5/8. 2 of 5/8 in the beginning and 2 of the 5/8 at the end. Inside of them we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 half an inch. Now we are going to fold in between the two number 1 in this way. Okay, probably I am going to need to put something in a different color. Yes, now between the 2 and 2, that scoring line, let's fold it again. Now between the 3 and 3, let's fold it in this way. Okay, now you have the 1 and 1, and now we are just going to put it in this way. Now the 2 and 2, and one more time to the back or to yourself. 3 and 3. There we go. And now to the opposite side. We need to move them to the opposite side as well. See? This is how it looks in the back. Now we just need to stick all of these pieces, and now this is what we have here. And now we have this. Now this scoring line, just hold it to the top, and now this piece should fit here. But I want to decorate a little bit here, and also first start cutting here a little bit in angle. Okay, I cut 2 strips of the 12 by 12 of this beautiful paper, and I am just going to cut in a half both, and then I am ready to attach them here. Probably I am going to cut first a piece of paper to attach it here, because I want to cover here, here, and here, and here. I've used good all summertime this side, and this piece measure 4.5 by 4 3/8, and it's the same that I use here. So I'm going to attach it here, because my idea is to reinforce in the back as well, but cover a little bit here. Okay, I add my glue, but before this is completely stick, I am going to mark here perfectly, here as well as here, and I think that I am going to cut just a little bit here in this way. Something like this, just a little bit, and I am not coming to the scoring space here. I am leaving this maybe 1/8 of an inch. attach this piece on the place. You can see here. And I am going to attach it more to the bottom because on the top I will be adding some okay guys, I know that I told you that it's okay the extra that this didn't fit completely, but it matters. Of course it matters because we have this here, so we have a space here and another space here. Let me explain myself better. We are going to attach this, and only this piece measure the 2 1/8, and we are going to concentrate ourselves and put it guiding us with this paper, okay, here, because it is really important. If we didn't add it fine, this doesn't fit because we add 1/8 of an inch extra. So I am going to give it a second chance. Let me move this. And first, remember, I have my 5/8 of an inch here. Yes, and I added a second scoring line, 1/8 extra. No, forget that. Just score your do it in the proper way. Okay, because I remove it as soon as I notice that mistake, and that's an important mistake because if that doesn't fit inside, we can not use the album inside as we want it, as we design it, that space for. So I'm going to try it one more time. Okay, I am going to first, this is my front side, so I want it more to the bottom, and I am going to guide myself with this pattern paper, okay, to align it with that pattern paper and more to the bottom as well. Align it with this double layer on the back. And now I'm going to attach this piece one more time just to secure it, okay? But of course this needs to be on place. There we go. You see? Now it fits and it's secure, and we have this to pull this album out. I add this on this side because it is important that this is perfectly folded, because if not, it is not going to fit inside. Okay, so now let's continue. I am going to make 3 pages or 3 sheets, so I already have here everything. I need my scoring board to let you know how I did it. This measure 8.5 by 6 1/8. So with the 8.5 on the top, I score at 4 1/4 1/4. Now turn the paper and score 1/2 inch. Okay, now we are going to remove, and I feel more easy to me to remove this side of the scoring line from the 4 1/4, and then here I am just going to cut a little bit in angle as well as here. And now we are ready. This is going to be the pocket. We are going to attach this here in this side, and the top it's going to be open. And here now we have a pocket on the top. You can see that's why I didn't want this to be more on the top side. Okay, I already add this, and I cut 3 pieces of black cardstock that measure 8 1/4 by 4 3/4. In the long side I score at 4 1/8 inch, and this it's going to be here in this pocket to add extra space for the pictures. In a piece of cardstock I'm going to score 1/2 inch, and now I am just going to place this here, and no, I want to add a flap, and I am just going to mark here where I want this to cut. And now I'm going to cut at 3 1/4. And this it's going to be here. Just cut a little bit in angle, and I'm going to repeat another flap for the front cover. Okay, right now I am almost ready to finish, and I will give you the walkthrough, but I want to make with you this. When I designed the market stand, I thought, of course, of leaving the window because I want to be to see through that one. Okay, so I have black all around, so I want definitely to look the red behind. So I want to use one chipboard, but also I want to use all of this. So I already used this paper, but because I use my Sharpie, there are some spots, but I don't mind. I like that because we have these gorgeous papers here. my magnets. Let me clean a little bit here just to show you what I did. Well, you already watched this. I use here this sticker, and we add this handle thing and the back cover is ready. Okay, let's go walk through. Remember, I add this flap, so I just cut pieces of paper, and I always say the same, try to combine to stand up the papers. So I use one magnet here and then just transfer it there. This kind of magnets, I've got it on AliExpress a lot of time ago. The cards are from the Caraparts sheet, so I put one with the front and one with the back to journal about the picture. Another gorgeous paper, and I only use the Patterns and Solids and the 12 by 12, so I still have my 8 by 8 available. Now this is also from the same sheet, so I use 2 of the small ones and 3 of the big ones. Okay, so here this is a pocket. Let me show you, because here actually we can, yes, I'm going to make a tags, some tags, just to add more spaces here. And I have a magnet here, and I transfer the magnet here. Okay, now here we have this paper, and here I have, because I like the idea that see the contrast here, but also when I take this out, I can see how gorgeous the papers match. Okay, and you already, here I just score. I cannot give you more measurements, because the way that I like to do when I am working like this tutorial is put the paper and mark what I want to score and score or cut. Okay, so this is this page, and here we have the space yet for the picture. Another, we have a lot of room for pictures, and I have still some of my embellishments to decorate. If I add my picture here, I can add some embellishments as well. Now here, one more time, this is a belly band, and my belly bands, I made them using the size of the ribbons that I wanted to use. So I calculate this, but when I transfer all the ribbons on the red paper, I noticed that it was bended like this, and the rubber it's here. So I decided to add an extra paper on the back that I can pick out on the sides, and I really like the result. So we have here a space to stack the picture. One more time here, I just score. Now when we open, we have in black here, and in the back when we take this out, it's again the black. One more time here, I use Patterns and Solids, and then to stand up the green, I use this gorgeous paper that's the same of here, and all the pages are basically the same. Okay, you can see, but you will make them look different when you attach your pictures. It's green here and green here, and in the back it's red, just because I have here the green. So I really love how this ribbons looks on this page. And one more time, this is a belly band. One more time here, one of the cards, the back, and another with the front here. And we have here the space to attach a picture, a nice picture here. And now we just need to check how this fits inside. This is the moment of the truth. Oh yes, this fits perfectly. So let me show you. You can see here a little bit of this. And another thing that I made off camera, but I am going to explain you, because we have the space here and it's useless. So this space became useless, so I made just a tiny notebook to add pictures. But I have pocket, I can add another picture here. This is just decorative, and with some papers that I have. Oh, I didn't decorate this. I want to add something. I use a lot of my stickers here. Yes, I need to decorate that. Now here and here and here, and that's it. And this fits inside in this spot. Show you a little bit more how this looks. And remember, also we have lights here to add more interest in here. So thank you so much. If you enjoyed the tutorial, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and share this project to reach more people that want to try to make this. And that's it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that you join me and all your kind works with my projects. Thank you so much.